What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Megidolaon Podcast, sponsored by
Raycon earbuds.
Yeah, that too.
NordVPN.
NordVPN, Squarespace. What else? What else is there?
Audible.
Oh yeah, that. Crunchyroll. But yeah, anyways, guys, welcome to the first episode of the Megidolaon Podcast. I am Gnarly, for those of you that follow my channel. I mean, I'm uploading this to my channel, so you probably already know who I am, but why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Well, I am Maka. I am from my YouTube channel. Used to be Jack's Back and Maka, but I decided just to go with Maka now because that's shorter, cleaner, simpler. Just hit 1,000 subscribers yesterday, and I'm feeling pretty good.
Hey, congratulations.
Congrats.
My roommate's car also broke down right before this, and it delayed the podcast, so that was fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's not like we're in a hurry or anything.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to start this podcast like way back in January, but there were some problems. Like our artist, he was having some trouble with his hands. But in fact, while I'm at it, I just want to give a huge shout out to the artist. He goes by shameless_SMT on Twitter. Be sure to check him out. Like I think he did a great job with the cover art. So yeah, I'll have a link to his Twitter in the description. But yeah, what about you guys?
Gabby, say hello.
What do you mean?
Introduce
We had an
yourself.
order set and everything. All right, never
Sorry.
mind. What's going on, everybody? You already know who the fuck it is. I'm Simply Dad. I make videos about whatever I want. But recently I've been on an SMT groove again. It's been like 3-4 years since I ever made like an SMT video, but nice to be back. It's nice to be on here. Thank you so much, Gnarly.
You're welcome.
And I'm Gab. I like to make videos on mainly Megaton and Persona stuff, but I do general gaming content.
Yep. So I'll have we all have YouTube channels. We all have Twitter profiles. Well, except Simply Dad because he was banned.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
But I'll have
Why'd
a
you bring that up?
I'll have a link to everybody's stuff in the description. So yeah, be sure to check everybody out. But yeah. So like I said, this is something I've been wanting to do for a while, but wasn't able to do it until recently, and it's actually kind of funny because I got started on YouTube by doing a podcast called The Heretic Mansion. It wasn't very good, and I was only able to do it like sometimes I was able to do it once every week. Other times I'd have to wait like 6 months or more between episodes, but yeah, I wanted to start this podcast mainly because it gives us I guess it's a good way to talk about like news and stuff without actually having to make individual videos, and I think it's a good way to keep in touch with the community. Like, I definitely plan to have guests on here every now and then, and I'm also going to be answering fan questions. So if you follow me on Twitter, if you don't follow me on Twitter, be sure you do that. And before I record, I'll always make a post, be like, where I'm like, hey everybody, I'm about to record. If you have any questions, just reply to them. Just reply to this post. But yeah. So yeah, and another thing I want to make clear is that even though like we're all fans of SMT, but we are going to talk about other stuff besides Megaton and Persona. Like, we are going to talk about Megaton a lot, but this podcast isn't going to be exclusive to Megaton and Persona.
Yep. That is one thing that I'm actually kind of excited about being like just doing this, is just because, oh, hey, I get to talk about something other than SMT.
I don't know stuff about video games, so it'd be nice to be informed about what's going on.
Yeah, and also just like another reason I wanted to start this podcast is because like with everything that's been going on recently, like so many people are stuck at home and they don't have anything to do, including us. And by us, I mean everyone except for me, because I work at a quote-unquote essential business, so I still get busy crowds.
I just earlier this week, my store just cut hours down drastically. So for the next 2 weeks, I am off. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I
Go
got
ahead.
myself a nice job. Like, get this, I got myself a nice job. I was really looking forward to it. It's really close to home. I can walk like a 5-10 minute walk. It paid really well, better than any other job that I had. And then the day I was supposed to come in for training, whoops, hey, just kidding. We can't have anybody work here because the virus is not an essential business. And I was like, oh, that's wiki.
Yeah, that happened to me too. Like it wasn't because of this, but it just happened where like they hired me and everything, came to show up for training. I was there for an hour and then they're like, "Oh yeah, job isn't available. Get the heck out of here."
For me, it was like work gave us sick hours that we could use. So I just took a little bit of time off.
Okay.
And I had been traveling, so everyone was paranoid. So I had to take 2 weeks off anyway.
Yeah, so anyway, we've got quite a few topics to talk about. I mean, there's not really a whole lot going on, but I'm sure you all know that Persona 5 Royal comes out in like less than a week from now. And I was actually lucky enough to get a review copy for Atlas. So
Yeah.
I got
Hey.
So yeah, I've had the game for a couple days. Like I'm only a few hours in, but I'm gonna be honest. So far, I'm actually kind of liking the changes that they made. I mean, it's pretty small right now. Like I'm noticing they added some new character portraits, and in the opening cutscene, Kasumi shows up. But like so far, I am liking the changes that they made for the Royal. Now, as for whether or not I think it's worth $60, I won't be able to decide that until I finish the game, but I'll definitely be making a video about it when I do finish it, or just get far enough to make a video on it.
Yeah, just for the right now, don't tell me how far you are in the game, but does it feel like you're replaying the game, or does it feel like you're playing like an entirely new game? I know it's not like an entirely new game, you know what I'm saying, but like, does it feel like just another playthrough of Persona 5?
Yeah, it does. I mean, it kind of feels like an update, but again, I'm still not that far in. And like some of the parts that I do know were changed, like that one scene that was censored, I haven't got to that part yet, and well, actually, I have heard it. I do know that they changed Takemi's voice actress in Royal for some reason.
Yeah, that is just. It's really weird that they would do that and just not say anything.
Yeah, like we don't know who it is, but like I'm just thinking, like it's not that I don't like her new voice actress. It's just like, why would they change hers? Like out of all the voice actors and actresses in Persona 5, why would you change Takemi's? Like, did anybody have a problem with Takemi's voice in Royal?
It was probably some personal reasons. That's my assumption is if there's no like reporting on it or anything, maybe it's trying to keep it under the rug. I don't fucking know.
I guess.
Part of me is wondering if it might have been a scheduling thing, because I know oftentimes actors can't reprise their roles due to scheduling conflicts. Like the voice of Alex in Half-Life, she didn't come back for Half-Life Alex, and I was wondering why that was. And I did a little bit of research, and she was just recently cast in as a main character in an HBO show. So I think she's kind of busy, but yeah, I don't know what's up with Takemi. That's just kind of a weird change.
But I mean, it's not like they went back and recorded and had to re-record every line. Like most of the lines are just carried over from vanilla Persona 5.
Oh yeah.
I mean, but then again, it could be maybe they had some new lines for Takemi, but her voice actress didn't want to come back. I don't know. It's just like out of all the voices you could have changed in Persona 5 The Royal, why Takemi's? Like, why not Kawakami's?
It's not even good either. She's kind of bad.
I mean, I think it's okay, but like, I think if there's any character that needed a voice change, well, one, okay, my number one like character that I would change would be Oya, because she's voiced by Amanda Wynn Lee. But my second choice would have been Kawakami, because like she's voiced by Michelle Ruff, and normally Michelle Ruff is a good voice actor, but her performance as Kawakami, it's like it just sounds like she does not give a crap at all.
It also doesn't help that both her and Amanda Wynn Lee played main characters in Persona before, and
Yeah.
with Amanda, I feel like it's different enough where it's not as noticeable, but with Michelle, no offense on Michelle Ruff. I think she's a really good actress, but it just sounds like Yukari to me.
Well, it sounds like
doesn't
Yukari, but like she's not even trying. Like it sounds like Yukari if she were voicing like one of the narrators from one of those old point-and-click PC games.
Oh yeah.
But
it makes me sad because I know that this chick can do a good performance. I didn't even know she was Argilla in Digital Devil Saga until someone pointed it out. You know what I'm saying? So clearly it's just an issue of direction rather than talent. So obviously she got talent. If I can't tell someone is the same voice actor, I consider that a pretty good job. You know what I'm saying? Because voice actors get reused all the time. Like Matthew Mercer gets reused all the time. I don't hear Yusuke, I hear Walter. I don't hear Walter, I hear McCree. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
yeah.
Oh, Yuri Lowenthal is he's
Oh
he's
yeah, he's
fucking-
great.
yeah, he's everywhere. He
So is Troy Baker.
Oh yeah, Troy Baker. He's in. There was a time when he was in like literally everything, and then he just left behind anything anime, and then decided like, you know what, I'm gonna come back for Vincent. But now it feels like he's really kind of like he's not as everywhere, but he is still showing up in like the high-profile AAA games, like Last of Us 2.
I think he's a great voice actor. It's the same thing. I didn't even notice he was Joel, and I didn't even notice he was Vincent because I just disassociate the two completely. I didn't even know they're the same person.
Yeah.
Oh, his performance as Joel is phenomenal. I didn't know for years that he was Joel. I knew he was Vincent, but that's just because I knew he was Yuri Lowell in Tales of Vesperia.
But yeah, do you guys have any thoughts on voice actors in Persona 5 P5R? Have any?
I kind of wish that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I kind of wish that Yusuke would get changed. I just think it's kind of dumb. He was kanji and everything past. I think original in Golden, it was still Troy Baker, or was it actually Matthew Mercer? I'm not sure.
Not sure.
I haven't played Golden.
The only, I mean, I wasn't like. It's been a while since I played Golden, but the only major difference I remember was that they changed Chie's voice actor.
They changed Chie. I know now it's had like 3, but like, yeah, get Matthew Mercer out of there. I mean this in the nicest way possible because he's a great voice actor. He's got a lot of range. Just get him out. Put him on the bench for like one game, please. Did he do anything in Apocalypse? Yeah, he was Walter. Never mind. But yeah, you got SMT4, you got Persona 4. I'm pretty sure. I don't think he was in Persona 3 though. He was in Golden. He was in the anime because he got replaced halfway through. I'm pretty sure. Halfway through the show, they replaced Troy Baker with Matthew Mercer, and then they brought him in for 4. Apocalypse, now Persona 5. I'm sick of him.
It doesn't help that for the longest time he was just the Troy Baker stand-in for all the roles Troy Baker didn't want to come back and do. So it really, because now Troy Baker being in everything became Matt Mercer being in everything, and then it just kind of multiplied from there.
Yeah, but have any of you guys heard Kasumi's voice?
Yeah, no, I actually haven't yet.
I think I honestly I like Kasumi's voice, but it's okay, put it that way. But
it doesn't sound like a kid.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like a kid. I think the best part about Persona 5 is that has a voice actress that we don't hear that often. Matthew Middleton, or whatever Ryuji's voice actor's name was, the only Atlas game he was in before that I recognize was Apocalypse. And even then, I didn't even know they were the same 2 people until after the fact. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, he was Hallelujah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? That's good.
Then you
Imagine
got,
if...
Well, go ahead. Well, I was gonna say, then you got Sean Chiplock, who voiced Navarre in Apocalypse, also voiced Mishima in P5. I didn't know they were the same voice actor.
I didn't even know they replaced
I really liked Erica Harlitcher.
Yeah, I think Erica is like probably she probably does one of the best performances in the game.
Who?
Oh, jeez.
And
That's
voice
on.
actors.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I feel like they gave her really annoying voice lines. So like, I don't know.
But I mean,
Yeah, she's just the bubbly girl.
like that's the voice that I hear when I think of Anne.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, that may be just me.
That was the first role I heard her in.
Oh yeah, same.
But yeah, so now let's move on to our next topic, that being the recent surprise mini direct this morning.
Actually, real quick, just one thing I want to say about Persona 5 Royal before we get too far away from it. I was planning on doing that. I've told you guys about this. I was planning on doing that P5R review series where I'd be doing basically what I did with Catherine Full Body, but for P5R. Well, considering recent events, I'm not exactly gonna be able to do that, and part of me's a little glad just because, you know, P5R is just a long game, and but it sucks at the same time because I was actually like, I've been preparing for a long time to be able to do that, and now I just can't, so that sucks.
Yeah, and oh yeah, and if I can beat the game fast enough, I probably will do a review of P5R, but if not, I'll just do a video on whether or not you should buy it. Might do a video in between, and I do want to stream it too. So yeah. But anyway, so next topic is the surprise Nintendo Direct that was dropped this morning that I ended up sleeping through. So did any of you guys watch it live?
Nope.
Nah.
Like, yeah, I didn't watch it, but like I looked at all the announcements, and it's mostly just a bunch of like a bunch of remasters and ports that I don't really care about. Like Borderlands and BioShock are coming to it, but I think the announcement that had everyone excited the most is, well, not really an announcement, but a new trailer for Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. That
had me very, very excited.
So yeah, I haven't played the original Xenoblade Chronicles, but I mean, I can still tell that they seem to be putting a lot of effort into this remake or remaster. I don't even know what to call it. But
it's a remake because everything about it is basically completely redone. It's completely rebuilt from the Xenoblade 2 Torna engine, which was made up from the Xenoblade 2 engine, which was made from the Xenoblade X engine. But it's completely basically from the ground up, reusing a lot of assets from 2, but nothing from the original.
Okay, so is there anything you want to say about it?
I am very, very, very happy with how it looks. I'm glad that Shulk's face in the original announcement trailer looked a little funky to me, and he looks so much better in this new trailer. I'm just glad to see basically how every character looks. The only character we didn't get a good look at was Riki, and I'm a little sad about that. But I'm very excited because all of the changes and fixes and stuff that we see.
Is she the gun girl?
Riki?
Yeah.
No, Riki's the little Nopon.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He's the mascot character. Riki is the best. I love him, and we really didn't get to see him in the trailer. You see him during a small gameplay segment, but he's just kind of off in the background fighting. But yeah, I'm very pleased with everything. They're bringing in fashion gear, which, oh my god, I missed that so much during Xenoblade 2. And they're also bringing back the old HUD from Xenoblade 1 and X, and I much prefer that HUD to the one they had in 2. And overall, just everything about it is just, I'm very, very excited.
Okay, so the next announcement was that the next character in Smash is teased to be some character from ARMS. So what are your guys' thoughts on that?
What is ARMS?
I'm sure that's what a lot of people were saying. But like,
I remember when people were making jokes about that, like, oh haha, like at the start they were like, oh, what if it's someone from ARMS, and people kind of forgot about it. It became a meme or whatever, and then it actually happened, and it's like, oh.
Like it's cool that Nintendo is supporting this game that released like what, 2-3 years ago.
It was one of the Switch's first games. I know that.
Yeah, and like it's cool that they're supporting it because it's sold over 1 million units if I remember correctly. And there's a lot of stuff I do like about it, but for the most part I just wasn't interested enough to actually care. But I mean, it's cool that they're supporting it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're doing this in hopes that it'll get people interested in ARMS again, because like I never see anybody talking about it anymore.
After barely a year, it just dropped off the face of the earth.
Yeah,
and the only reason it kept going for almost a year was because they kept adding characters. But once they were done with that, people just stopped caring.
So
Because they didn't have any events or anything like scheduled for it, they forgot about it themselves. They just kind of gave up on it.
Yeah, like it seems like Nintendo's trying to make Splatoon. They're trying to make ARMS kind of like a second Splatoon in terms of like, oh, we're letting the young guys come in and make a new franchise, but they're hoping that this one, it's not going as smoothly as Splatoon did. So they're probably giving it a second chance just to see what all they can do.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, I guess I'm pretty neutral on it. Like, it wouldn't have been my first pick, but at least it's, I don't know. I don't even want to say it because I know I'm gonna get crucified if I say it. At least it's not a new character from Fire Emblem.
Dad, I still get negative comments on my our reaction video to Byleth.
That's so
trash
funny.
talking us. I uploaded my reaction to the ARMS reveal, and most of the video was me going like, "Oh, hey, that's cool that they're still supporting this game." And one of the first comments was, "Wow, this video's boring." It's just like
you can't please these people, dog. Like, they can kiss my ass. Like, honestly, you're gonna try to justify what is it, the 8th character in the Fire Emblem? Like, it's not that serious.
Yes, 8th.
It's not to a point where it really feels as though it justifies being the 3rd most represented series in Smash Bros.
Well, I'm sure more people know Fire Emblem from Smash than like actual Fire Emblem.
Oh, totally.
But yeah, and the last thing from the Nintendo Direct that I want to talk about is Catherine Full Body is now coming to Nintendo Switch.
Cool.
Yeah, so this is actually something that was rumored for a while because like it got rated by South Korea's rating board, but then we didn't hear about it for a while, and now it's officially been confirmed. It's going to be coming out, I believe, July 7th, and
yes.
It's going to have all the DLC from the PS4 version included in the base game.
Cool.
Yeah, cool. That's how it should be. But
and it's cheaper.
Yeah, $50.
No, it's not. It's $999.99.
Oh, okay.
What do you
yeah, according to GameStop's website.
That was funny.
GameStop hoarding Catherine Full Body like people hoarding toilet paper. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy.
They're hoping that if the virus is still going on, they might be able to open up their stores for like an hour and then like
for the keychain. $1,000 for a keychain.
Honestly, I really like the keychain. Don't crucify me.
No, that keychain. I think that keychain's
cute.
cool. It's cute. It's a nice little bonus thing.
I have the plushie, so like I don't know. I want to support Atlas.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't see myself going out and buying this version because I already made the mistake of buying it for PS4 on day one. But I think
Did you get the steelbook? Because I wouldn't call that
yes, I did.
Honestly, then I would say good purchase.
Okay, but I mean, like, it's not that it's a bad port. It's just it's not worth $60.
No, yeah, I agree.
And now, like with the Switch version, they're including all the DLC. They're still not gonna make the DLC for the PS4 version free, which is stupid.
I'm a little Catherined out after my last video. I'm done with it for a bit, so I'm probably not gonna get this. But I mean, honestly, I feel like this is something that I was surprised it wasn't announced for the Switch in the first place, because by the time it was announced, the Switch was already blowing up. But I mean, hey, better late than never, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and it seems that Atlas is bringing like all their games to the Switch except for Persona 5.
And every single time, all it's gonna do is piss off Persona fans, and then that's gonna piss off fans of whatever the game coming to Switch is, because then it's gonna be people using that game as fodder for why P5 should come to the Switch and not actually be talking about the game.
Yeah, don't get me started on that. I was just thinking a little bit. Well, I'm not gonna buy it. One, I don't got a Switch. Two, I'm still rocking with Catherine Classic on a PC. I don't need no Full Body. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like any of the new music that was added to Full Body. And I was watching Maka's like review thing. I don't know what's it's just a long review, right?
It's a like review analysis type thing.
I usually just call those things like a retrospect because you're kind of looking back on it. But like, it's whatever. I watched your video on it. It didn't really seem like it was worth it in my opinion. But like, I don't know. I just think it's kind of messed up. Like, you should appreciate the fact that, you know, a game like Catherine Full Body is able to run on the Switch. That's amazing. And I was looking at other games from PS4 running on the Switch, and it's pretty amazing how they can like cut down so much. But I don't think a game like Persona 5 or the Royal at least will be able to run, because like you'd have to take out a lot and cut back on a lot. I just think you should appreciate the games that are coming out right now. Appreciate the fact that Atlas is listening at least a little bit, if anything, and bringing their games over from not PS4 onto the Switch. Besides, Catherine's a great game on its own. I don't really understand what's the issue.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's not something I was dying to have, but you know, it's cool that we have it that way.
It's for people that have never experienced it before. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
good in my opinion, and it's not. It's at least it's not like, I don't know. I understand like people mad like, oh, I don't want Persona Q2. I want Persona 5 on Switch, but like, Catherine has nothing to do with that franchise. You know what I'm saying? So to look at Catherine and be like, I want Persona 5 instead of this game, it's kind of messed up. Because I still think Catherine's like top 5 video games of all time for me. That's how much I like it. And I think it's a good thing that it's coming to a console so that people who have never experienced it could experience it. It's great. That's what I'm happy about.
I said this once, I'll say it again. When SMT5 finally resurfaces, there's going to be a bunch of people using SMT5 as fodder for why P5 should come to the Switch and not actually be talking about SMT5.
Yeah.
And that's going to be so messed up, though. I don't really agree with that, but if it does happen, that'd be so messed up. I feel like SMT5, this is such a stupid comparison, but I feel like SMT5 is going to be the Astro World of the video game industry. It's been hyped up for so long, and it's just never come out, and when it does, it's going to blow up like crazy. That's just my little dream that I have for it, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody been asking for Astro World. When that thing was teased, you get preview after preview, and it just got real quiet for a couple of years. And then boom, best-selling AMO of the year. I mean, obviously, it's not going to be the best-selling game of the year, but like, it's going to be great. I hope it'll be great. It'll do better than SMT4 at the very least, because it's like the first console SMT game in a long time.
It's the fact that it's the first console SMT. It's releasing on the Switch, where like if you have a game that's even remotely good, it's gonna do well on it. Atlas, it also helps that Atlas as a brand has just blown up in the past few years.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I definitely think that if there's any game that's really going to have SMT blow up, maybe not to the same degree as Persona 5, I think that's gonna be a little difficult to do. But if there's any game that's gonna make SMT more well known, I think it's gonna be SMT5.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's the one thing that kind of disappointed me about the Direct. Still no SMT5 news. I think.
I'm willing to wait.
Do you think when we do get news, do you think it's going to be during a Nintendo Direct or Tokyo Game Show or what?
I feel like typically I would say Tokyo Game Show, but considering how Nintendo seems to be like so involved with basically every game that was announced at the Switch presentation, I wouldn't be surprised if it showed up at a Direct.
Yeah, I think it's going to show up at a Direct.
My guess is Tokyo Game Show, because I don't really feel like it's a Direct type game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not really something to show off like that, because I feel like Nintendo Direct is very, very chill. You know what I'm saying? And it has like this nice vibe to it. But Tokyo Game Show is like where you get like the big drops. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, during Nintendo's Switch press conference, that's when it was announced. And like, we do know that Nintendo does care about SMT, so yeah. But that's just my prediction. I mean, I could be wrong.
It don't really matter to me. It's like, if it gets announced, I'm gonna like lose my pants. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
My bet is on Nintendo Direct, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, I definitely not that E3 is happening this year, but I think when we do get announcement for it, it's not going to be at E3.
Nintendo wasn't gonna be at E3 anyways.
They weren't. Oh, that.
Remember, they stopped doing that. They've been doing like directs for the longest time, haven't they?
Well, I mean, I thought they were still planning to come to E3. I know Sony hasn't done it.
Well, what it was is they haven't been doing press conferences, and instead they've been doing just the directs. the big E3 directs, or like the digital event, or whatever the heck they want to call it each year, because they keep changing the name. But I really, they have been actually physically coming to the show floor because they keep doing the treehouse, but I'm really wondering how our plans are going to change because of E3 getting canceled.
Yeah. I mean, some people are saying this is the end of E3 altogether.
That is entirely possible.
Yeah, I mean, I hope not, because I actually one of the few people that likes E3 and I want to go, but I mean, if it doesn't happen, something will probably come to replace it.
I just like the fact that there's the potential for hype announcements one after another for E3. And that's like the main thing I would miss.
Yeah. But also that kind of brings us to our next topic is next gen consoles, especially the PS5. So yeah, I mean, I remember getting up and getting in the voice chat with you guys when I don't think it was when the PS5 presentation was going, but I was talking to you guys about it.
Yeah, we woke up and we were watching it, and well, we weren't watching it together, but we was talking about it, and it was really boring, and it was a lot of science spec stuff that I don't really know nothing about. I'm not very smart, so I kind of tuned out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, like, the guy that was presenting it, like, I forgot his name, but, like, he's a genius, but just, he was putting everyone to sleep.
Sean Lever?
Something like that.
Go on, Gab.
No, I was just laughing.
Oh, I think that presentation, that was their GDC talk, and then GDC got canceled, so they were still gonna give it. But the fact that this is where we were getting this was the first time we were going to be getting a lot of these details about the PS5, and the fact that they were also live streaming it on the official PlayStation YouTube channel, this shouldn't have been where we first found out about a lot of these details. They should have announced this stuff earlier and then given us deeper dives later.
Yeah, that's
because all it did is piss people off.
That's one thing I'm worried about for Sony this generation, is that they just seem to be taking their sweet time with revealing the PS5 and stuff. And it's like we already know, like, most of the stuff that we know about the PS5, we know more about the Xbox Series X. And I don't know, it's just from the way things are going now, it just looks like this generation is going to be in Microsoft's favor.
Gonna keep going back and forth. This last gen, Microsoft screwed up in the beginning, but Sony was doing super well. The generation before, Microsoft was doing pretty well, but Sony screwed up in the beginning, and now it seems to be the opposite.
Yeah, like,
it's just gonna be a trend.
And well, I think what really killed that presentation for me was the lack of backwards compatibility. Like, I mean, I had my doubts, but I was still kind of hoping that we get full backwards compatibility with every PlayStation system, but it's just PS4. Like, what and personally...
PS4 Pro.
Oh, yeah. Like, but personally,
and the PS5.
What I really wanted... I really just wanted PS2, because PS1 and PS3 games I can, like, play in HD on my PS3, but PS2, I gotta hook it up to a CRT if I want it to not look like complete
Damn, I have my
garbage.
PS2 connected to, like, an HDMI converter.
How good does it look?
I mean, it's 480p, the max that it could ever give, but it looks good on my TV.
Okay. But I don't know, I was just hoping for PS2 compatibility, but we didn't get that.
What I really wanted, to be honest, was, like, some sort of way that was similar to Xboxes, where, like, you put the disc in and then they give you, like, a downloadable version instead. Like, something like that would have been cool.
Yeah, well, we know the Series X is gonna have some kind of backwards compatibility. Like, I'm like, some people have been saying it's gonna be backwards compatible with every Xbox, like every previous Xbox game. Some people are saying it's only with the ones that work on Xbox One right now, but either way, it's gonna have more than the PS5. And with the PS5, it's not even every PS4 title. They just said it's going to be thousands, so, like... Yeah.
So all the main ones.
So yeah, all the main ones, but not the super obscure one.
Exactly.
They gave a really bad comparison where they were like, oh yeah, so out of the top 100 most popular PS4 games, most of them are going to work. And that just made people think, oh, so there's only going to be double digits in terms of what games are backwards compatible. And then they later on had to come out and be like, no, that's not what we meant. And it's like that. They just delivered that incredibly poorly.
Yeah, we about to get Ryan's toy review racing on a PS5.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, and...
Is anyone picking up the PS5 day one out of curiosity?
No, not me.
I don't have that PS5 money. I don't really care about modern consoles anyways.
Unless there's something really, really, really good day one, I'm not.
Yeah, like Persona 6.
I was about to say that. What the...
Can you imagine?
I mean, if it happens, I'll buy it, but I think that's really unlikely.
Yeah, I don't think Atlas would ever be like, it's popular, you know what I'm saying? But it's not like launch material, and I don't think they're the kind of company that would kind of make that time crunch specifically for that. Because as much as I don't like a lot of their modern games, it's not like they'll just shove out any kind of game just to meet like a deadline. So I feel like they'd rather take their time on that, but like, damn, I hope so.
Yeah, well, I also am 90% sure they're going to announce it super early, and then we're either not going to get any communication, or it's just going to get delayed a whole bunch like Persona 5 did.
Or SMT5.
Yeah, winter 2014 for PS3.
Hey.
Never forget. But, yeah, so that's really all the topics that I wanted to talk about. Are there any gaming-related topics you guys want to talk about?
What y'all playing during this quarantine time?
I just got done with my no buff run of SMT Nocturne on hard mode through the even ending.
I am shocked you actually were able to do that.
Well, you'll find out in the video how it went. I mean, do you want me to spoil it?
Yeah, tell us the hardest boss. Don't spoil it, but tell us the hardest boss you had to deal with.
Definitely.
The hardest boss was... Well, the hardest boss, like, was Kagutsuchi.
Damn, really?
Okay, I mean, do you want me to tell you why?
Nah. I want to wait for the video, obviously, but like, I don't know. I just think he's kind of like a toss, regardless buffs or not. You just wail on him, and you know what I'm saying. I'm assuming it's because of like, I forget what the thing is, but like the thing where he blows up and hits everybody. That hurts hard, especially on hard mode. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking something like Beelzebub or maybe even Lucifer.
No, Beelzebub was super easy.
Get out of here. Don't give me that. Nah.
No,
what kind of build you make?
I'm in a physical build.
All fizz, all luck?
Well, fizz, agility, and vitality.
No luck?
No luck.
You crazy. Get out of here.
Basically, what I did for the Beelzebub fight was I pretty much used a team of all fiends, and I had White Rider with Fire Boost and Prominence, and I just spammed that. And Beelzebub, he also kept attacking Mother Harlot.
Yeah, the AI kind of dumbs out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, especially in that game, I don't really know.
Yeah, like, the AI Nocturne is pretty stupid.
I think, okay, that kind of brings up a quick question. Would you rather have, for SMT5 specifically, would you rather have that Nocturne, you know, easily exploitable AI, or would you rather have that SMT4 Beelzebub, like,
spam
get out of my game, kiss my ass kind of AI, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, where like if you over prep for it, it whoops your ass, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't want either, but if I had to choose one or the other, I'd honestly choose Nocturne's AI.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I like the idea of Beelzebub's AI, because it kind of throws you for a loop. It's not hard, you know what I'm saying, but it punishes you for being like a little baby that, you know, dips your toes in the water, get out, I'll build a team, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you got to deal with everything that he throws at you, or it's going to make it worse for you.
Well, yeah, but they're also like two different games. Like in Nocturne, it's a whole lot harder to make a team like that. In SMT4, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, I feel that. But like, what do you think the kind of fusion? They're not going to have the old Nocturne fusion mechanic in 5.
No, they're not. I mean, if 5 does what SMT4 did, then I'm going to say go with SMT4's AI. But
I'm gonna I'm hoping that they nerf it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like nerf the fusion because it's so easy to break SMT4.
Yeah, make it so that you have to stick with your demon's like original skills with fusion, and I also think, honestly, I think they should bring back the whole skill affinity system from Apocalypse.
Ooh, that's something.
Either bring back that or have inheritance, kind of like Persona does, where you can only pass certain types of skills onto your demons.
Yeah, I feel that, but like. Even in Apocalypse, the game, you can have someone that's like -8 on a certain element, and it wouldn't really matter. You're missing like maybe 200 damage when you're pumping out like 1500 per hit at that point. But like, I don't know. I feel like they should kind of, instead of doing it like affinities, a Jack Frost can't learn Aggie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Their affinities actually affect the kind of skills that they get. But yeah,
Right.
I'm sorry. That's just kind of speculation. But what's
Yeah.
everybody playing?
I'm playing Animal Crossing and Strange Journey Eternal. And both they're pretty good. They're pretty good. A lot of people don't like the platforming in Eternal, but I enjoy it.
Oh, I thought you meant like the Strange Journey mod for Doom, and I was like, what?
Oh no. I meant like actually Doom Eternal.
I kind of forget that game came out. Is it good?
It's good. It's good. It honestly, the way it's structured, it still plays like Doom, but like it has a lot of similarities with the Devil May Cry game. And it's kind of weird, but the main thing I'm seeing people be really mixed on is there's a lot more platforming in it. And some people just really don't like it, and I really like it. I don't get why people don't like. Well, I kind of get why people don't like it, but I feel it's kind of ridiculous because Doom has always had platforming, even if it was.
I think it's just because when they think of Doom, they just think of non-stop action, even though that's not what the other Doom games are. So.
Doom 2016 was more akin to that. It didn't have
Yeah.
a whole lot of platforming stuff. It was mainly just combat, and I feel like a lot of people are only really remembering 2016. And
but like
classic
earlier Doom games, like especially 3, but 1 and 2 also, like, though it wasn't just non-stop action, like you sometimes were just wandering around the stage trying to figure out what you're supposed to do.
I feel like that's more fun. That kind of reminds me of Halo, you know what I'm saying? Where you're just kind of walking around appreciating the environments.
Yeah.
That's pretty fire.
Do you think it's better than Doom 2016?
I can't say for sure just yet. I'm still only a few levels in. I've been really busy this past week, but there's also a solid day where I was trying to go back and 100% each level because there's a bunch of secrets in each level.
Okay.
And one of them I missed a secret, so I went back and I couldn't get it. It was you had to find this key to open a door, and I missed it my first time through, so I went back on mission select, and they have this really cool cheat code system where you can find cheat codes as part of the secrets, and I decided to toy around with that while I was looking for the key, and the key wouldn't spawn, and I played the level like 3 times before I finally realized, oh, the key's not spawning because I turned a cheat code on.
Oh.
So and each level, when you're just going straight through, they can be anywhere from like 20 to 30 minutes. So it got really annoying. These levels are pretty long, but I finally got that worked out, and by the time I got that key and I did the door stuff, I was like, I think I'm good for today. I think I'm not gonna play anymore. I'm a little burnt.
Okay.
It'd be that way. Does the game have a traditional level structure like the old Doom games? You know what I'm saying? Where you can just go back and forth between levels and things like that?
It's pretty linear. It's pretty linear where you just go level to level, but at any point you can go to mission select and just go back to a previous level.
That sounds sick.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty freaking metal. The music's also fantastic.
Shout out to Mick Gordon.
Oh my god, Mick Gordon's amazing.
Dude, imagine if they got Mick Gordon to do the soundtrack for SMT5.
No thank you. Sorry. It's not he don't make SMT music. He make that Killer Instinct. He make Doom 2016. He make Doom Eternal. Don't touch my SMT. I'm holding out so hard. I know that SMT5 is going to be a banger. They're going to have Ryota Kazuka do the music. Ooh, I'm waiting for it so bad. I just want.
I really hope Kazuka is like, oh man, I was pretty bummed out that during the 20th anniversary, none of my songs got into the top 10 or something. I really hope he uses that as like, I'm gonna do the best freaking work I've ever made.
I want to see him go crazy. Yeah, I want to see him go dumb.
Just go.
Yeah,
but
what you been playing?
Mick Gordon's
I've been
great.
playing Nocturne, a little bit of Bloodborne with a friend, and I've also been playing. God, what was the other one? Animal Crossing. A lot of Animal Crossing.
Oh,
Yo. Mac,
were playing the other
I didn't
day.
mean to interrupt you, baby. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off like that. I apologize.
But yeah, so far Nocturne is pretty good.
we were playing Animal Crossing the other day, and is Alice still in your town?
Shut up! Don't talk about this.
No, what happened? Tell me the story.
She has a villager in her town who's just really ugly.
It's a koala with like a bright pink Barbie lipstick, and I was just like, God, she's so ugly.
Oh no.
She's trying to get her out of her town.
Can you bully
Yeah, I was
people
like-
out
I
of
was like-
town?
In the chat, I was like, all right, this villager, I was like, go inside. It's like, you can have this one.
You actually can bully him out of your town. You can obviously like to get him out of your town. You can just not talk to him. But one kind of like drastic option, kind of
Send them
grindy
hate
option.
mail.
No, it's getting a bug net and then just following the villager around and
hitting
keep
them.
hitting him with it.
Yep.
Just do it repeatedly. Sometimes they'll ask you to stop, but then you can just keep going.
Yeah, beat their ass, get out of my village. That's kind of crazy.
I'm not even joking. It's really funny.
So, Gabby, you said this is your first time playing Nocturne, right?
Mm-hmm.
What you think about it so far?
It's, I mean, for a game, I'm playing on normal. It's pretty damn hard, but most Shin Megami Tensei games are kind of like that. But since I played other ones, I find this one pretty easily accessible, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm not struggling like a lot, but every once in a while there's like a demon with a stupid mechanic, and I just like look it up, and it's just like, why?
What you mean, a stupid like a boss?
Yeah, like a boss with a dumb mechanic. Like there was one that had like a lot of health, but if you use like, I don't know, like almighty stuff on it, it'll just go away after like 2 or 3 turns. Stuff like that. I'm just like, why? Who thought of this?
Now, wait till
And
we get
also,
to
The
Kagutsuchi's
second
tower.
Kalpa sucks.
Oh yeah, I freaking hate the second.
The third Kalpa's not much better.
I'm playing Nocturne on my stream. Well, I'm not really I haven't played in months, but like I kind of stopped again because this is like my 4th time playing the game, and it's like every single time I hit the tunnel to get to the diet building in the 4th Kalpa, I just conk out. Like I could just look up a
hate that dungeon
walkthrough,
too.
but I'm not doing that. Like even looking through a walkthrough, I'm just not paying attention. I get lost for like an hour. I'm just like, all right, never mind. And like the first 5 minutes is always the worst because I don't know what I want to. Don't want to do the Kalpa today. Do I want to do the tunnel? I never get anything done. I hate it so much.
Fuck. Yeah, I just spent like a good half an hour just wandering around, just like, why didn't something trigger? And literally, so I go and walk around, and I walk into 2 other buildings, and it just triggers. I'm like, great, cool.
Yay.
That's all I need. Just to
Yeah,
walk
that
into the building,
happened.
and it worked. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah. So let's see. Do you guys wanna? Let's move. You guys ready to move on to Twitter questions?
Yeah, I didn't even ask you what
Oops.
I've been playing, Yarly.
You just said you were playing
Dad,
Nocturne.
what have you been playing other than Nocturne?
I ain't even playing I said I didn't play that game in like months.
Oh.
I've been
Oh.
playing Dragon Quest 11 again. I beat
Hey.
Persona 5 again. Still don't like it. Dragon Quest 11, I'm replaying it again. I don't really like it that much anymore because you cannot power through that game. You have to grind at some points, and I'm just like the
Which game,
grinding in this game, Dragon Quest 11.
Oh,
No.
I love Dragon Quest 11 so much.
I just hate grinding. So
I hate grinding as well, which is why I like Shin Megami Tensei.
But you
'cause
like
you can just
Nocturne
fuse-
though.
I like Nocturne because I don't have to grind. What?
I had to
Exactly, you
grind-
just
well,
fuse
okay.
something better than before.
I was doing a
Usually it's
challenge.
fine.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess
what
it
I'm
doesn't
saying.
count for me.
So like recently, yeah, Persona 5, I played SMT4 with Gnarly and LaRue for that whole no fusion thing. That was in like December though, you know what I'm saying? But, like,
Yeah.
other than that, I've just been, holding it down, Overwatch, Minecraft. I'm not really playing no games, no recent games, and I'm not playing them that much either. I've replayed Soul Hackers again. That's what I'm doing right now though. But a lot of DX2. I'm saying I'm going hard on DX2. This game is great. I know people don't really care for gacha games, but maybe it's because I got crazy stupid luck. I spent $0 on this game. I go top 500, top 100 every season in the PvP. I'm just having so much fun. I'm trying to get this really fast. You know what I'm saying? But like I mess with DX2 heavy. Please play DX2. It's such a great game. And plus, it's just nice seeing all these demons in 3D. They got an SMT2 anniversary event going on right now. You got Virukana, you got Adavaka, you got Hecate in 3D. It's sick. It's sick, dog. Okay, I'm done. That's it.
All right. Okay, so anyway, are you guys ready for Twitter questions now?
Bro said anyways. Hurt my feelings more. Yeah. Give me the questions, please.
Go.
Okay, so Zodiac asks, in terms of gameplay or story too, I guess, what are some hopes or wishes you have for SMT5? I guess
You want to go first?
Yeah, I mean, well, I kind of already mentioned it, but I do hope they bring over some of the mechanics from Apocalypse, like the whole skill affinities or whatever. And but I do hope it has better writing than Apocalypse, because Apocalypse did not have the best writing. Like I like that game because the gameplay is amazing, but the story is probably like the worst story for any mainline game.
Yeah. For me personally, no more, like, I appreciate what SMT4 did. Obviously, it's my favorite game of all time. I'm done with the callbacks to SMT1 and 2, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, references are nice. You know, they're cool. But SMT4 is a little too derivative, and Apocalypse even more. So I'm hoping it does its own thing. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's talking about the scenario that Kazuma Kaneko wrote. There's a second one that like was barely even touched about. I think it's called like the Reconstruction or the Destruction arc or whatever it's called. But like, either base it off that and let it be its own thing, or just create something entirely new and let it be unabashedly SMT. I don't want no SMT1. I don't want no SMT2. I don't want no Nocturne, no Apocalypse, no 4. Have it be its own thing. And get those people, get those bums that wrote Apocalypse out of here. I don't want any of them in my game. Anyway, it's my game. I run the show. None of them in my game.
I will say the one like hold up, I guess, is the fact that Yamai said that they're trying to combine like the charm of Nocturne with the gameplay of 4. So that begs some question of like, oh, it might be like 4 but for Nocturne. It could, like what 4 did for 1 and 2, it could be that for Nocturne. But I 100% agree. I desperately want to see the second half of Kaneko's outline for SMT4 explored, and the fact that Apocalypse didn't go that route and went in a completely different route annoyed me to no end. But yeah, no, I want to see that story explored. Even if like years from now we get like a manga or something, I just want to see that explored. As for SMT5, I hope Kazuka does his best, and I hope the game does well, and I hope it actually ends up being that combination of the charm of Nocturne and the gameplay of 4.
Yeah, brother.
Yee.
I'm just looking forward to experiencing it again.
Yeehaw, brother.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, brother.
Oh yeah, well I guess it's kind of related to the question. What do you guys think of the alignments? Do you think they should keep the law chaos neutral system from the older games, or do you think they should make it more like Nocturne?
Give me reasons. I'd prefer reasons. I think alignments are cool, but I would feel like reasons just has so much more to explore.
Yeah, well, I didn't like I didn't really like the way 4 handled alignment, so if they're gonna do that again, I'd rather them just go back with reasons. I
low-key love the way 4 did it, because it makes you play the game naturally, you know what I'm saying? And your ending is dependent on how you play the game. I understand it's frustrating from the perspective of someone who's looking to get a specific ending, but like with reasons, it's literally just make a choice, you're locked in. But I do like the way they wrote the reasons in. You know, there's that theory that every single reason in the game is secretly a law ending because Nocturne is a chaos-built world, so everything obviously is going to be about conformity one way or the other.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they turned the alignments on their head like they did with Nocturne. I really like that. I think it's crazy. But like the whole like your actions add up to points and the points lead up to everything. Maybe if they conveyed it a little bit more, because SMT4 has a lot of checks. You know, certain voice lines change, certain events change depending on what alignment you're on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you can always talk to that guy in the Hunters Association, but there's not really a lot of ways to go about changing it. So maybe if they fixed that up, made it a little better, don't give it the Apocalypse treatment where the alignments mean absolutely nothing. Because I'm pretty sure y'all didn't even know that Apocalypse had its own alignments, but it did. It has two, and they do absolutely nothing. They affect two choices.
Well, I know it has two endings, but does it have like an alignment system?
It actually does have alignment points.
Seriously?
Like a little, like just tiny spoilers in the Cosmic Egg, the boss between the split between Anarchy and Bonds. If you have a lot of Anarchy points and you pick Bonds, basically you don't get your demons. If you have a lot of Bonds points but choose Anarchy, you basically lose all your items. That's it. That's the only effect that it makes, to my knowledge at least. So
I think with your items, it's like Navarre destroys all of them because Navarre, as a partner, his whole thing was items.
Yeah,
and,
he feels betrayed, so he throws all your junk out.
And then if you go with, for your demons, oh my god,
Dogda takes them away. That's pretty much
Dogda,
what it is. When he takes your powers away, the demon summoning program don't work no more because your phone's broken. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot Dogda's name.
Xander Mobus. Xander Mobus.
Xander Mobus did a great job, but even he was like, Dogda is some like edgy 13-year-old realizing that religion is stupid.
That's the sad part because I feel like low-key Dogda is like the best part of Apocalypse.
I really like Dogda, but at the same time, his execution was really stupid.
I really liked Hallelujah, not gonna lie. He was my boy.
I honestly, I forget a lot about Hallelujah.
That's most of Apocalypse.
Except Dogda.
Yeah, but he's kind of known for all the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's just funny. He's really good for like memes.
Yeah. All right. So next question is from. It's from that one quarantine trainer. Opinion on modern day Atlas in terms of DLC announcements, etc.
Awful.
I think DLC awful, announcements way too early, and etc. I guess they were better before they merged with Sega. Put it that way.
What you think, Gabby?
I pretty much agree with what Yarly just said. He put it pretty well.
Yeah, like why don't they localize like other Japanese games anymore? Now it's like just Persona and SMT.
I don't know. I really have no opinion. I don't buy DLC. The last DLC that I bought, actually no, I can't say that. I'm the same guy that bought all the SMT4 DLC like 4 times in a row because I've had like 4 3DSs.
Why?
So, like,
why?
Do they not transfer over?
No,
Nah.
they don't.
Nope.
It's console only.
I mean, there
So
might be a way to transfer, but it's not very. It's not like PS3 or 4 where you can just sign into your account, register your account with that console, and then download all your stuff.
Yeah, it'd be that way. But like, yeah, first 3DS I had to sell it because I was trying to buy something else. The second 3DS I had was my 3DS XL, the Persona Q edition. Obviously that one broke. The hinge broke on it. My black 3DS normal one, I shot it for a video. So
what was the video?
What?
The review
What
on
was the
Persona
context?
Q.
Trying to be like FPS Russia.
Yeah, pretty much. The joke was that Persona Q was so boring that it, like my DS was infected and I had to put it down full yellow style. But now I don't have it. I don't even have the footage no more, so it's kind of a waste. But yeah,
Damn.
now I have everything on my 2DS. This brick don't die. That's all I can say.
All right. So next question is from Driver Ed. He asks, what are personal favorite aspects of the older, aka Revelations and the P2 duology, and the modern Persona games, aka P3, 4, and 5? You guys go first. I'm gonna need to think about this one.
Yeah.
Gabby, you go. I feel like you have good things to say.
Can you repeat the question again? Sorry.
Let's see, what are favorite personal aspects of the older like Persona games and the modern Persona games?
Ooh, that's a good one. I felt like the relationships and characters in the older games were portrayed better and more realistic than in the new games. And I feel like in the newer games, the graphics... No, I mean... Okay, how can I word this? I forget.
I believe in you, don't worry.
The title screens and stuff, I forget the word for that, like the menus and the design
UI?
for that.
UI?
The UI?
Yeah, the UI is just really well done, and I was very impressed with that and the designs through that.
Yeah, I think for me, like, the older games it's definitely the writing and the characters. Like, they are able to tell a story, like very mature story with realistic characters. And for the modern Persona games, I like how they combine the whole like dating sim aspect with the whole like with the gameplay. And I also like how it's replayable, so it's like you go through the game doing these social links, then you can play it again doing different social links, and I just like that about it.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
like the dating sim aspect of it.
I gotta agree that the UI in the modern Persona games is just
It's phenomenal. It's like it's so well done.
If there's any reason why P5 is gonna be influential, it's gonna be because its UI is just so like phenomenal. But honestly, just for the series as a whole, just the music,
Oh yeah, that
like
too.
that feels like cheating. 'Cause
Oh, that's a good
the
one.
music in general has just always been great.
Yeah, for me, the older Persona games, the best thing about them is their charm. I miss this in modern Persona so much. Bring back character themes, you know what I'm saying? I love how every single time a character enters the screen, you know it's their seed, you know what I'm saying? I love that. In Persona 5, my biggest issue is that every single, like 5 songs were used throughout the entire game on a game that has a soundtrack of over 100 songs. I love character themes. I love, unique dungeon themes. I love unique cutscene themes. I love all that. I love how big the world of something like Sumaru City is. The fact that like I can just very intimately remember every single song and every single shop. Remember, all the characters and everything. I love that so much. At Persona 1, the music, oh my god. I can't say that story, but like they're all just bangers. Like I bumped to them in the car. I'd actually listened to them out in public. That's how much I love them. They're just great. You know what I'm saying? It's so personal. It's so unique, I'd say, because like Persona 3, 4, and 5 are great games, but I feel like they kind of with the rise of a lot of anime JRPGs, they're definitely at the top, but from the outsider's perspective looking in, there's not really much different outside of the social link and the UI and things like that. I love the earlier Persona games because it's the whole package. Maybe it's not as graphically good as the other games, but it's got the story, it's got the characters, it's got the music. And I think the artwork's amazing. I really love the artwork of the early Persona games. The direction that Kazuma Kaneko and Soejima and Megumi Shirashi had going on with that translates really well. I love it. Mwah. That's what I feel about it. Mwah.
Bone apple teeth.
Did you just say bone apple teeth?
Yes.
Hey.
Hey, I didn't know you speak French.
Hey. Only on Wednesdays.
It's Thursday.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it for me. What's the next question?
Right. So Eisen asks, what other spin-offs would you like to see Atlas develop rather than just Persona, or would you like to see an entirely new spin-off series? Well, for spin-offs I'd like to see them develop, definitely Devil Survivor 3. But yeah, that's really about it. Like, I'd also like to see more, like, new spin-off series.
Excuse me?
Okay, I mean, we already finished the Digital Devil Saga story, so I don't think we need Digital Devil Saga 3.
Excuse me?
Raido
You
3.
telling me we don't need another Devil Summoner game?
You mean Devil Summoner, Raido, or just Devil Summoner?
I'm talking Devil Summoner, Devil Summoner. Raido is fine.
Okay.
You can make, honestly, you can make another story about Raido because, bring it back. You know what I'm saying? But make us learn, if we do another Raido game, make us learn about the early Kuzunoha because that lore is really in depth. You know what I'm saying? Like the 4 branches. LaRue's doing a nice video series on it, by the way. Y'all should check that out.
Yeah,
if
well,
you
like,
can. But,
I mean, I would like another Devil Summoner, but, like, as far as gameplay goes, I mean, it's going to be, like, similar to mainline, unless it's Raido. But, like, Devil Survivor, like, I want to see another Megaton strategy RPG.
those are really fun.
I really love, and I
cap.
really love Devil Survivor, so... If they do make a Devil Survivor 3, make it more like 1 rather than 2.
Nah, Devil Survivor 2 was the best.
No, it's not.
I definitely, Devil Survivor 3, definitely. A Raido 3, definitely. Those are like my 2 main ones. I definitely like the Devil Survivor team. They can just kind of go off, do their own thing. Devil Survivor is such a unique game, and it's very different, but it's very similar from everything else Atlas does. I think it really could just kind of stand on its own almost. But for Raido, I think that's something that, like, if they went back and forth where it's like, oh, mainline game, Raido game, mainline game, Raido, I would be completely content with that. Yep. I just want more Raido. I love the idea of having Atlas having a singular series where the entire thing is just kind of based around one guy, and then everything else basically kind of changes from game to game. I think that's really cool.
Yeah. So what about you, Cab?
Well, I bought the games, but I haven't played them yet. But I'm definitely, I'd love to see them bring it back.
Okay.
Soul Hackers 2. Soul Hackers 2, the sequel to the best
Soul
game
Hackers
of
2.
all time.
I see, I own most of these games, but I haven't played, like, Soul Hackers.
You never played Soul Hackers?
Soul Hackers is really underrated.
I also have, like, I own all of them.
We need Best Girl Nemissa to come back in some fashion, because I love her and I miss her.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like my favorite part about the Devil Summoner games is how they're all connected, but at the same time they're completely detached from one another. You know what I'm saying? You can play Devil Summoner, Soul Hackers without knowing anything about Raido Kuzunoha, but they're still linked. You can play Raido Kuzunoha without playing any of the Devil Summoner games before them, and you'd still understand them, but they're all still linked. I love that so much. So I kind of want to see like a Devil Summoner 3. You know how like Devil Summoner 1 was modern, Soul Hackers was like cyberpunk. I just kind of want to see what vision they had for like a 3rd game if that was possible.
Well, then Raido was passed.
Yeah. I don't know. I just want another one. 1st-person dungeon crawling. For those of you who don't know, I think Soul Hackers is the best experience, like better than Strange Journey, better than, SMT 1-2. It is in my opinion, the best 1st-person dungeon crawling Megaton game, and I feel like everybody should play it. It's really fun, easily accessible. It's not even that hard either. I play it on hard. It's not that hard. Just play it. It's good. It's the best.
I need to replay it. I don't think I've actually played Soul Hackers since like 2013. It's been a long time.
Y'all are blocked. Never talk to you again.
Okay. All right. So next question is by Weedachi. Do you think a 2021 or 2020 release of SMT5 is achievable? So, well, he's actually got 2 questions, but that's the first part of it. I think, at least with everything that's been going on, I don't think 2020, but I do think 2021.
I would hope so. I mean, I'd hope to at least see something by 2021.
Yeah.
My bet is 2022 for a release date. It's 30th anniversary.
Okay, maybe a North
SMT1.
American release date.
I'm just assuming because 1992 is when the game came out. So if they can't do the 25th, give us the 30th. You know what I'm saying? Make it an anniversary game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, hey, the 25th anniversary game has now become the 30th anniversary game.
Let's go, baby.
I think, because we haven't really heard how Atlas has really been affected by everything going on with the you know what. But I think if everything's just kind of going smoothly, like it hasn't interrupted it that much, like maybe a small chance, but like maybe something this year for Japan. But I honestly feel like it's more likely 2021.
Yeah. Okay, and the second part of his question is also with Catherine Fullbody coming to Switch, do you think it's possible for past Mega 10 games to be ported, possibly even the ones that use 2 screens? Yes. That's the short answer. Like, I mean, because Switch has a touch screen, so like they can make 3DS games work. I mean, it'd look kind of weird having 2 screens next to each other, but I mean,
Yeah,
but then
they
again,
said they was working on bringing 3DS games to the Switch,
Yep.
or they had interest in bringing 3DS games to the Switch.
but like at the same time, it's like Devil Survivor doesn't even really use the touch screen, so they could probably just make it the top, or like, I don't know, I think it's the bottom screen that like everything is on, and they could just make it so that you pull up the menu with a button.
I think the only 3DS game that they would really need to like do a lot of work to bring to the Switch would be the Q games, and then
Yeah.
to a much smaller extent the 4 duology. But I think every other game they really could just like bring over.
Yeah.
And like there would be pretty minimal work, and even with 4 it'd only take a little bit more work, and that's just because you know it had a couple of things that were touchscreen, but even then it wasn't like a big deal. It would just take like a little bit. It would take like slightly longer to get all of that to work on a single screen.
And I also wouldn't mind seeing like Nocturne HD or Digital Devil Saga HD on Switch.
We got that thing like a year and a half ago about how Yamai was like, I want to bring Nocturne I want to do like a Nocturne remake
Exactly.
or bring it to
Well,
the
They
Switch.
were interested in considering the idea of
Yeah,
a
I mean,
Nocturne
we
remake.
haven't heard anything from him since, so I think it's kind of unlikely, but I would
Yeah.
still like to see it. And if we do get it, maybe we'll get the Maniacs Chronicles version.
Maybe I feel like that would be more likely than them trying to hit up Capcom to get the license for Dante again.
Yeah.
Dante is so annoying in Nocturne. I just want to say that.
I mean, he's
kinda hot.
same as Rido. There is one difference. Rido has Pierce, so he's better as an ally.
I did think he was kind of hot though. The second time he appeared, he was like,
But is he as hot as
"You stay the
Rido?
fuck away." I'm
Dante's
like,
pretty
"Okay,
hot.
Dante," and then I walk through.
But
It's
is
a
he?
shame it's a shame that that's it's the design wise that's one of the better Dantes, but it sucks because that's like the
Devil
worst
May Cry
Dante.
2 Dante. Yeah,
Hey,
get
well,
him out of here.
Hey, at least it's not DMC 2013 Dante.
Oh man, we
That'd be hilarious.
we PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale again.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious,
But,
actually.
Yeah, so next question, do you think Atlas will ever do straight collections of their old games? I mean, well, we did kind of just answer that, so it's like they're kind of maybe considering it. I don't think they will, but I think they should.
SMT 1, 2, and If collection. Bring it to Switch.
Yeah.
Update
Yeah.
it. Give
Hey,
it to
they
us
could-
Americans for
they-
the first time.
They could sell SMT1, I mean, SMT1, but they could also sell SMT If by marketing it as the hidden prequel to Persona.
Yeah. I don't know. I apparently they're on the Japanese eShop already. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure if there's any like interest in it being re-released and packaged out for anybody other than ourselves, but like I don't really think
I mean, I don't think...
because you got to consider that Japanese people are the first interest that Atlas does make their games for. So if it's
Yeah.
not going to interest them, it's not going to come for us.
I mean, maybe there's interest from Nintendo, but I don't imagine Atlas USA wanting to like go out of their way to localize those games.
What are you guys talking about? We just need to keep spamming a hashtag at Japanese
Hashtag,
Atlas
yeah,
tweets.
exactly. Just be like
Break-
hashtag
Yeah.
break free
Yeah.
SMT1, 2, and If.
I mean, one person in Atlas USA made a comment about like, I mean, hey, snow, and then that clearly means we should just
That,
spam and borderline harass Atlas Japan.
yeah, I mean, I don't think that's what she meant. I think people were taking that out of context.
I think people were
um,
just kind of using that more as an excuse to just kind of go ham.
I mean, and there's nothing wrong with making your voice heard. It's just don't like spam Atlas Japan because they have nothing to do with it.
Exactly.
Or I mean, they do have stuff to do with it, but like they don't care about their Western fan base. I personally think they should, but they're not going to.
Yeah.
So, all right, next question is, what is your favorite version of the negotiation system in Megami Tensei? Strange Journey.
Strange Journeys is pretty good.
Because Strange Journey, like, it's simple. It's like you get 2 questions right, then you can negotiate with the demon. With other, I feel like it's either too easy or just too random with other games. Like Nocturne, like Nocturne, sometimes you answer the demon's questions and then they ask you a question, and sometimes no matter what you answer, they're not gonna like it. And then you have like Persona 2 where it's just like you keep doing the same thing over and over and the demons will give you their cards.
Yeah, Nocturne, I was doing it on stream. I was saving states and selecting all the answers. Some demon negotiations are literally impossible to do. It's not because they're a certain type of demon, but just every single answer is wrong.
Exactly.
They'll just go away regardless.
Yeah.
4 is I really like 4 because it's easily exploitable, but for people who don't know any better, it's still pretty random, but the answers do tend to cater towards the demon type because it's, I don't know, good, I guess.
Yeah.
I would agree. I like Strange Journeys the most, I think, out of all of them.
Yeah, I also want to say Persona 5, but I don't really understand why it's like you knock them down and then when you're pointing your guns at them, that's when you negotiate with them. It's like, oh, and then if you get a question wrong, that's when they get up and attack you. I'm like, maybe we should shoot them while they're getting up.
Yeah, the context surrounding it is pretty silly.
Yeah. But like gameplay wise, it works just fine.
I think P5's too. I think it's too easy, but I think it has the right idea.
Yeah. So yeah. All right. Next question is, which Lost Canon mobile game would you want to play the most?
Jack Bros 2, Soul Hackers 2,
Pinball Judgment.
Shut up.
Now, I forgot what the name of it was, but there was like this online like Persona game. It was released either for browser or for mobile.
Who was the person that asked the question, by the way?
It was Philip Soul.
Yeah, wasn't there like an MMORPG that was like Mega 10 based? I would have been down for that.
SMT Imagine? That's not a mobile game, but yeah, I know what you mean. They still have the private servers up because I know that Boofmeister guy who uploads all the SMT stuff just uploaded a video of the Demon Compendium in that game.
Yeah. I'm actually a friend of mine who he's a YouTuber. I think he has around like 6,000 subscribers. He mainly does a lot of like MMO reviews and stuff. He and I have been wanting to do a video on Imagine, and it's really just been a matter of scheduling not working out, but we're definitely looking into doing Imagine, and I would love to actually give Imagine a shot. It went down just shortly after I really started to get into the series, so I feel like I just barely missed it.
Yeah, but also while I'm at it, Philip also has a YouTube channel. It's Digital Devil Arts 25, so be sure to check that out. But and the question before that, it was Demi. I just forgot their name. I just forgot to name them. I just read the question. But anyway, okay, next question. It's actually 2 questions. Okay, so Claire asks, thinking way into the future with this one, but other than Persona, what do you think is next for the SMT franchise after 5?
Soul Hackers 2, baby.
SMT 6 or SMT 5 Apocalypse? I think... Yeah, I think it's SMT 6. If they even if they, I wouldn't mind seeing what they did with Apocalypse again, where they just reuse assets from SMT 5. If it means getting another SMT game before the Switch dies, but I guess just handle it better than Apocalypse.
Yeah, don't give it to newbies. Don't give it to new people who got no idea about the direction or vision of Atlas.
I
Yeah.
really hope SMT5 isn't going through the same development pains as SMT4 did, where one half of the development team was like, we want it to be bitter, and the other half was like, we want it to be sweet with cute girls that say nice things. I really hope it's not doing that,
Yeah.
because I feel like that almost directly led to Apocalypse.
It's like Toki.
But I feel like I'm almost confident they're gonna do a royal overclocked style enhanced re-release for 5, or
Yeah.
they'll do an Apocalypse. I'd prefer an Apocalypse, but I think it's just gonna be kind of a coin flip on what they end up doing.
Yeah.
Outside of that, though, I honestly legitimately don't know what Atlas even thinks about when it comes to any of like the spin-offs, because I feel like there is a solid possibility that it could just be mainline and Persona now. I
Well,
would
then-
love it
and
if they kept going with other stuff.
It's
but
not Megaton, but there's also Re-Fantasy.
that too. Yes, I forgot about Refantasy.
Ooh, yeah, I forgot about that as well.
I think we all forgot about it at one point.
I was in LaRue's video about it.
I was about to say, go watch LaRue's video about Refantasy.
And the second part of the question is, and for a non-SMT related question, what are your thoughts on the Yakuza series? I love it. I mean, I'm only about
Love it.
halfway through the series right now, but it's like they are some of the best beat 'em ups I've ever played.
I think they're kind of boring. I didn't.
Bruh.
Them. I've
You're
only
getting
played.
They're
the
blocked.
apparently
Kiwami
very
game.
popular.
I've only played the Kiwami game, so I don't know if that's like reflective
Okay,
of the
okay,
whole series or not.
I'm
but,
gonna.
like,
I mean, I've said this before, but I'll say it again. The original is better than Kiwami because it has Mark Hamill as Goro Majima.
Yeah, and he's like the one of like a handful of good voice actors.
Yeah, I mean, well,
And he
okay,
doesn't
like
Mark Hamill doesn't even remember the role.
exactly.
Also, which is kind of sad.
I mean, like the voice acting
He
in
said
Yakuza.
that?
Yeah, someone asked him if he had any memories of voicing Majima, and he was like,
It's like-
I don't know who you're talking about.
Exactly.
What? Oh, that's brutal.
I
Yeah,
mean,
he said like, oh yeah, I've played a lot of characters. There's gonna be some I forget about.
yeah, I mean, it's understandable, but also like, but I'm just gonna say this: like, the voice acting in Yakuza 1 is bad, but it's so bad it's funny.
Yes, there
Like,
are a
it
few
is-
good ones, but for the most part, it's just bad.
It is the most unintentionally funny dub you will ever hear.
All right, we got any more questions, or should we wrap it up?
We still got a few more. It's
Alright.
How many
okay,
more?
It's 3 or 4.
'Cause we kind of.
We'll just go through them pretty fast. Okay, so
Yeah, let's go.
Arya's boyfriend asks, "Have you played the Caligula Fleck Overdose?" No, but I plan to.
No, I have not. No.
All
I
right.
bought it, but it was like
Okay. All right.
Did you die?
no,
I
I
mean,
just
you
felt like
bought
it
it.
was just clunky feeling.
Okay. All right. Okay. Next question. Pretty sure this one is for me. Fansite asks, "How did I never notice that you look like Katsuya?" I don't know. How did you?
No, he's talking about me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice talking about me, bro.
Because I don't look like him. That's why.
But yeah. Okay. So next question is by Yuki the Snowman 314. It says, "Why is Katsuya your fave?" Because he's hot.
I thought I
There.
was
That's
your
my
fave.
answer. I mean, is Katsuya any of your guys' faves?
No, I'm more of a Baofu kind of guy.
Okay. It's well understandable. Still a man of culture. All right. Okay. So the last question is by 04Deoxys, and he asks, "Are there any videos that you regret making or wish you could change?" I'm gonna say my did Persona Kill SMT video. I mean, that's gonna sound weird because that video helped me get to where I am today, but like there's some stuff I wish I could correct. Like I didn't mention DX2 at all in that video, and there were some things I got wrong. So yeah, that one.
You gotta be wrong before you can know what you're talking about.
I know.
Everyone gets
But like
things wrong.
I still get comments on that video all the time, and yeah, it's just like that's an old video.
I didn't even think it's that bad, low key. You just kind of got a couple things wrong, but people kind of jump on you for that, which is kind of
Yeah.
ironic because it's the Persona fan base we're talking about.
It's like it's my third most viewed video too.
Oh, you'll get over it. I
But
feel like that was a question just for you, so
Okay.
Got nothing to say.
So, let me just double check to make sure there aren't any more. Okay, wait, there are a couple more. Let's see. Have any games people wouldn't expect you to like, but like them anyway?
Oh, that one's kind of difficult. I'd have to
Call
think
of
on it.
Duty.
Yeah, Call of Duty probably.
Yeah, like I still, I mean, I don't play it like religiously like I did when I was a kid, but I'll play it. Like I'll play it every now and then. Like I played the beta for Modern Warfare. I thought that was really good. And but honestly, the last Call of Duty that I played religiously was Black Ops 2. Like they were to remaster Black Ops 2, I would play the crap out of that.
Yeah, I'm more of like a Black Ops 2 kind of guy, so I feel you on that.
Actually. Let's see, are there any more? Okay, Fizzy Black Horse asks, if there was an SMT game you want to remake/remaster, what would it be and why? SMT 1 through If, just because I'm of the opinion that I don't think those games have aged all that well, even though like they're great games, just like, I don't know, just a lot of the mechanic, they're just a slog to play, put it that way.
Yeah,
My
Yeah,
opinion.
at least those games are playable. I say Devil Summoner 1. Devil Summoner 1 is dead ass one of the worst games I ever played in my entire life. I love it so much. It's great.
Well,
I hate
I'd
it.
like to
Remake.
play if getting a remake of Devil Summoner 1 means I get to play it in English, then I'll take it.
Yeah, let's get it, dog. Switchport, let's go.
Yeah. But what about you guys?
Gabby.
Game that I play religiously is not my turn. Trying to think. I guess I play the Love Live mobile game.
Nice.
That's pretty bad.
What about ports or remakes?
Can't think of one I've played recently. Ports or remakes.
Or like any that you want of any Megaton games.
Obviously, like all of them, 1 through 4.
I mean, I don't think 4. Well, I guess 4 does need a Switch port, but I don't think it needs a remake or remaster.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Just a port of that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or a PC port, that'd be kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't see that ever. Well, I mean, if it did happen.
Yeah, well, like, because honestly, like, no, I think, like, I don't hate the 3DS. I think it has a great library of games, but in terms of, like, the design of the console itself, I think it's kind of crap.
I agree.
Like,
It hurts to hold it for hours on
I
end.
do not like playing the 3DS. Like, I emulate 3DS games whenever I can.
Yo, watch what you say. That's my baby, dog.
Oh, okay.
3DS in my console.
Okay.
I guess like in terms of games that people wouldn't know that they wouldn't think I would play, or like, which I guess this is just the only thing coming to mind right now where I'm trying to think of series or games where I'm just kind of like quiet about them. I don't really tell people I play them or act like I do, but like, I guess like puzzle games. I really like puzzle games. I have a couple of mobile puzzle games on my phone that I'll play at work when things get really bored. But I guess, I don't know. This is one I'd have to really, really think about.
I believe in you.
Yeah.
Just Tetris.
Tetris. I mean, yeah, I really.
Well, everyone
I
plays
love, I love
Tetris.
Tetris is great. Tetris 99.
Bubble
Yeah.
Bobble.
Bubble Bobble. Professor Layton.
What about anything you want to see remade?
I gotta agree. SMT 1 through If. I think those need some kind of like remake or remaster, even if just to kind of like make them more accessible. Even if just for that.
I feel that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for questions. So, anything you guys want to say before we wrap things up?
I love you.
I love you too.
That's pretty
That
hot.
It's kind of talking to Maka, but that's okay.
Oh.
Oh, I'm offended.
Oof, big
I'm
oof.
offended that you thought I was talking to you.
All right, so anyways, guys, thank you all for listening, and be sure to look forward to future episodes. I haven't really got set on a schedule yet. I mean, once this whole thing starts to wrap up, that'll probably change the schedule. But right now, I'm thinking maybe doing either weekly or bi-weekly. What do you guys
I'm
think?
kind of down for bi-weekly.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I feel like we're not getting enough like news to do an episode every week, so we'll just stick with bi-weekly for now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
every
let's get every-
every few weeks. Definitely.
Everybody stay safe, stay inside, social
Yeah.
distancing. Don't be dumb. It's not worth it. Virus
Don't-
is serious. Be safe. Don't
Wash
get
your
other people
hands.
sick. Don't be stupid.
Wash your hands.
Don't go lick stuff at the grocery store and think it's a funny meme and then
Yeah.
get arrested for it because you're actually a
Or
mass
lick the toilet
idiot.
seat.
Don't like
That
ed-
too.
when you're at the store. Don't like edge up to customers. Don't like
Don't
get
don't
close
touch
to them.
people. Don't be weird. Don't be weird.
But-
be normal.
Yeah, but also don't go walking around poking people with a stick to make sure they keep their distance. I had a customer do that at my store.
Yeah, just beat their ass.
What?
Yeah,
Beat some ass.
yeah,
Stay away from me. This is my poking stick.
yeah.
The worst thing that happened at my store was someone came in wearing a mask, gloves, and was spraying everything with a Lysol
Oh my
can.
god.
That was the worst we had. A stick? What?
Okay, but yeah, that's getting kind of off topic. So anyways, thank you guys for listening. Be sure to check us out on the next episode, and until then, we'll see y'all.
Bye.
Absolutely,
Bye.
baby.
I love you.